Good morning, Saturday friends. It's Mitty Man coming back at you again from Walker's Music. Yet another word for the day. Saturday morning edition, people. We got to get up in here. We got to get out of here in a few more moments. Got choir rehearsal. I got one of my choirs I got to deal with this morning, and for that we give God the honor and the glory, and we give Him all the praise for life, health, and strength for His weather it is. He taught us this morning with that finger of love, and our eyes flew wide open again, and we see another day that we have not seen, and one we never will see again. I want to give a shout out to the YouTube family, from Baby Justice all the way up to Big Papa JT, as well as Mama JT. Y'all know what time it is and you know the routine. We love you, and there ain't too much you can do about it. Also to the End Time Harvest Gang, Brother LA from Kingdom Knowledge, Elder Michael McCray, Elect Sister 777, Lady D, Sister Kate, Brother PP Drawing, Brother Hardin Cliff, Brother and Papa JT, Little Wells, Little Brother Orange Flavor, and all of you, Linda and Leonard, that makes up this whole thing, makes up the whole thing. And I say that in with deep respect. I want to come back, and I'm got to do it very swiftly, people, because like I said, I do have choir rehearsal this morning. I got to go out and get my gear packed. I got to go out to the studio and pack it up. I didn't pack it up on yesterday. I normally do that on the day before, but I didn't do it. So nevertheless, when you don't do things, it'll catch up with you. But at any rate, I wanted to come back, and I want to say, I want to take my hat off to Rebuild the World on the channel, Rebuild the World, and our brother Travis in Thy Kingdom Come, Thy Will Be Done. I think that's it. That's his name of his channel. I watched a couple of videos this morning on both of those gentlemen, and I do say gentlemen of the gospel. You see, people, when I look at videos like those two this morning, one was a video response, the other one was Travis was speaking about the narrow way, and Rebuild the World was speaking about the gospel. And I've heard that before, and I was so satisfied when I heard him mention about God's spell, because you can't tell when you talk to certain people, I mean, that are not enlightened. It's hard to get them to see certain things about the scriptures. Nevertheless, we rely on the Holy Spirit to do the teaching. But nevertheless, I wanted to say I take my hat off to both of you guys, and it's really uplifted me this morning to hear both of your videos and give me encouragement. And I want to say, first of all, to Rebuild the World, I love the way you made that comment about the translations of those Bibles, because a lot of people done missed that whole scope, and I believe Satan is also using that as another one of his little wiles to try to throw people off and keep them away from the God spell. In other words, they want it's all a spell, but he wants you to be up under his spell, and I believe he's using that about these translations of the scriptures. And as you said, it's only a translation, New International Version. I have a version of that also, but I'm just a real authority on the King James Version. I just always use that one. But I got different translations, the New International Version as well as the Revised. And it's just a way, the main theme is yet there. See, that's what people that's get things out of proportion. And I say I clap and I take my hat off to you. And I really do appreciate, not for myself, but for you understanding the gospel as well, and trying to teach truth. This is what we need. That buckle that you said. I'm a military person as well. I used to be in the military in the United States Army, and that belt is a very, 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 very important piece of that armor, because on that belt, all of your necessities hangs on that belt. Like you said about the sword, the pistol, and different things, the ammo, and all things rest on that belt. And I just wanted to say I certainly enjoyed your video, and I did watch it. I mean, I try to watch the video because you can learn something. See, a lot of times we dismiss things that we don't like. It's just like a lot of things we don't like, but that is good for us. It's like a baby don't like spinach, but spinach is good for all of us. We know that. We may not like the taste of it, but it's good for you. Same thing it is with the gospel. Everything about the gospel is not going to taste good to us, but it's good for us. And I love that. And then as Travis on Thy Will Be Done, that narrow path, very few, like you said, Jesus said it. Few travel that road. But nevertheless, that is the road to travel. You're going to find very, very few that travel that way, because narrow is the way. Narrow. And it leads to truth. People love to hear a lie. People would rather hear a lie than the truth. Because why? Jesus said these words. He said, man loved darkness because their deeds were evil. And we feel that if we are in darkness, it's hid in darkness. But we are children of the light. And I know what Jesus said when they came to arrest him on that night, so many thousands of years ago. And they came over 2,000 years ago to arrest him in the garden that night. He said, why did you come at me in the night as a thief? He said, I spoke openly in your synagogue. Every day I spoke openly. And in the darkness I did nothing at all. And now you come in and arrest me in the dark. Well, I'm with Rebuild the World on that. You see, Jesus had a lot of followers. And those scribes and Pharisees, those religious high people, just like this here principalities in high places, they knew that they had to take Jesus by night, because if they had done it in a way and openly, the people would not have allowed it. That's what I believe. Now, I could be wrong, but I think that Jesus had more followers than meets the eye. And I believe that's how come they went to Jesus by night to arrest him, because if they had tried to do that openly, I don't think the people would have allowed it. Now, that's just me, the man, say. If anybody has got anything else they want to say, me, the man, will listen. But I do believe that is one of the reasons why they came by night, because I believe that the people would have withstood them if they had tried to take Jesus openly. And with that said, I'm going to have to go on and stop this video. But I just say I'm so glad that the family is growing. And I consider everyone, not just because of the fact that you made a video in response to what I said, because I didn't say it, the word said it. But it's just good to see, to have brothers. We know that we all share the same vision, heaven. We got a heavenly vision. God is our Father. That's what makes us all one. And so therefore, whoever that is on for the right, and whoever is for what God wants, then that's what I want. Jesus said these words. He said, if you love God, you will love me. So therefore, people, if all of us, the YouTube family, the End Time Harvest Gang, everybody that looks at these videos, if we are for what's right, and if God be our Father, then we shouldn't have any problem with each other. That's all me, the man, going to say right now. With that being said, whatever you get into, if God is not in it, it's best that you come on out of it. This is me, the man, saying have a safe weekend, peace, and goodbye.